Okay, so in the previous video, we had a look at some really useful groups where you can find out where new collections are marketing, and potentially this could lead to volume pumps. Now, like I said, I've been analyzing this for 3 weeks straight, and it's not a reliable way to do it by just seeing what comes on trending and just buying it blindly. It doesn't work at all, so I guarantee you that definitely doesn't work. You still have to look for setups the same ways we have been doing, but if you get the right setup and it runs, you can make very good flips at doing this, and easy 2-3x's. That's where it's really useful. So one thing I've noticed, there's 3 basic areas where we need to keep an eye on these. One is when there's a brand new launch. So literally from liquidity level of 0 or 2K, it starts moving upwards a little bit, and then we get some consolidation. But basically this is straight after launch. So literally they've just paid for Soul Trending and they want to do that immediately. So within a few minutes after they launch, something like that. So that's one scenario, number one. The other scenario is the collection's done really well already. So it's either got to, usually anything over 500k market cap, something like that. 200-300k fine, but I prefer the peak to be well over 500k, preferably like 1 million or something. Just because it's higher market cap doesn't mean you can't invest with small amounts, large amounts. Just remember that. We're still looking for the same flips. It doesn't matter what the market cap is. But if it's gone up a lot, so it's impulsively moved, and then it's had a nice pullback, so it's going down. So let's say it got to 500 and now it's all the way down to 50 or 100k market cap, something like that. Preferably, like I said, I prefer it go to 1 or 2 mil and then pull back all the way to like 0.5, so basically to 400k or something like that. And then they start doing it, and then you look for a setup. And it's actually the wave 2 dip strategy where we're looking for a breakout of trend line, and then we see higher volume bars, where here the volume bars were really low. At the beginning, the volume bars were very high at launch, then they go low again, and then they go high again. That's what we're looking for. This is my favorite one. This is 2. So this is a dip. Basically, I'm going to write it here, dip. Third scenario, collection, yeah, it did okay, went up a little bit, but it didn't really reach very far, usually only 100 or 200,000. And then it's just been dying ever since. And this is the worst one. This is a dead coin. And a lot of the times people just throw money at marketing at a dead coin. And I noticed with these trending things, the bounces, you can still get a little bounce, but they tend to be very weak bounces. So I don't like it. So this one I don't use at all. So I find this one, it doesn't work very well. This one, it does actually work quite nicely. This first one, it sometimes works. The collection still needs to be good. The good thing about Soul Trending is they have certain requirements before they put your collection on there, your token on there. And you need to have a certain amount of liquidity. You need to have no holders that have more than like a lot of percentage of the collection and stuff like that. So it's almost like a gentle rug check as well, but you still must check on Soul Scanner. So make sure you're still doing that with these collections. And the other thing, so these are the different phases. Let's talk about the other issue with this, which is actually a massive benefit for you. So the other thing is when they actually launch on Soul Trending. So let's say this is a time graph. So this is time on the bottom. When they announce it, like I said, I think it's automated. So let's say they announce it at minute number 1, and just here it goes live on Soul Trending. Well, because it's automated, nobody knows about it beforehand, and nobody sees it because they don't know when slots will become available. So as soon as so if somebody's paid for a 3-hour slot or whatever, that 3-hour ends and then somebody else comes, and then another slot ends 5 minutes later and then somebody else jumps in. That's why I think it's very much automated. So nobody knows about it. You know about it and a few other people, but the big volume's not going to come in. So you actually have several minutes there before things really move. So it's important to wait, because then just after they've launched it there, the price has been going down. It might just keep going down. And then you start to see slow volume come in. So still look for a setup and a breakout. And really what you want to see are the stairs that I always talk about. You want to see price start to go up and then pull back, but it's a higher low. That's a safe entry for you. And then if it doesn't work out, you just sell here. No problem. But then if it does work out, you're in profit, then yeah, we can start running really nicely, and you take profits along the way, as you already know. You don't want to be too aggressive with your profits. Don't take them too early. Let it move a little bit, but then obviously look for psychological levels and stuff, just as we've been doing. But notice the delay. So we're going to live now look at 1 or 2 We may get some good ones, we may not, I don't know. It depends on time of day. At the moment here, it's very early in the morning where I am, and sometimes, the collections are the not great ones that are popping up, but still, keep an eye on it. So you want to combine this with your other research. If you can add this to what's going on with the price, the 3 phases that I showed you, and then you research the coin as well. Like, look at the website. Is it something decent, new? Is it kind of narrative, unique, or is it just same old rubbish? Is another copy of like Myro or another copy of Dog with Hat or another Biden or Trump token? Then it's not going to go very well, but you can still make money. Just because it's not a great meme, it doesn't really matter. If the setup's right, it ran to 2 million, pulled back to 400,000, and it's a perfect setup, and they're now paying for marketing too, it's probably going to rally quite hard, regardless of the meme. But if it's a half-decent meme as well, it really does help. If it's a really, really poor meme, then be careful. So we're going to now, in the next video, actually look at how this sets up. So we're going to click on a few of these new ones that we've seen just join Soul Trending, and a couple of older ones, and just kind of analyze how the chart was afterwards to give us a better idea of if it was worthwhile. Thanks for listening.